Political analyst Fahrettin Sumer joins us now for more on the relationship between Turkey and the US. Thank you very much for your time today,
Thank you.
Fahrettin. Now, firstly, Turkey and the US had more or less good relations up until the failed coup attempt. I know that there was a few issues in terms of the US supporting the YPG in the fight in Syria, but it seems like the relationship has become even more sour. Will this visit today by the US Vice President help smooth relations?
Yes. In the past decades, U.S. and Turkey relations from time to time had an issue of distrust between two allies, but they were amended later. And because two allies need one another, this time also distrust needs to be amended, and expectations in Turkey about Biden's visit is quite high. And the hope is that they will move forward on a mutual goals together in Syria and extradition of Gulen.
It seems that the two sticking points here obviously is the fight against Daesh, and perhaps, am I fair to say that since the atrocious attack on the wedding just a few days ago has perhaps brought Turkey's aims in line a little bit more with the US in terms of their fight against Daesh, not just so much more the YPG?
Yes, it seems that the US priority in Syria has been fighting against Daesh, and for Turkey, the first priority was removal of Assad, and Turkey seemed to be stepping back from that. Because Turkey saw Assad was the main reason for the cause of all the ills in Syria. But so the Daesh became a priority for Turkey too. So that's a common goal between the United States and Turkey to move forward.
So is this the kind of common goal that will keep ties stronger during a period that's very touchy in terms of Fethullah Gulen's extradition process?
That's right. As two NATO allies in the same alliance, they had the same goal of removal of Daesh in Syria. Another big point, of course, is extradition of Gulen from the US. And what we hear from the Turkish government officials is that some steps have been taken forward on that front too. And we are hoping to hear more concrete promises from Biden.
For someone living in Turkey, especially as a foreigner, there seems to be a fair bit of anti-US rhetoric going around the country, and even the public of Turkey are feeling a little anti-US at the moment. Do you think the problem has perhaps become an even bigger one for the US in terms of mending ties now?
As I said, there are historical precedents to this issue of distrust. When Turkey involved in the Cyprus in 1960s and 1970s, after President Johnson sent a letter to Turkey for not supporting Turkey in case of a security issue, created a mistrust that time. And when Turkey involved in Cyprus to protect Turkish minority in Cyprus, U.S. put an embargo, and then again anti-U.S. feelings were very high. But over time, these relations were amended again, as Turkey is an important regional power that U.S. cannot ignore. And the U.S. is, as a global power, is a leader country in NATO, and Turkey also wants to keep a good relations with the U.S. So they will take steps towards amending the ties again. It may take some time. And of course, this extradition of Gulen will be a big movement forward on that towards amending the ties. And Turkey expects more support from the U.S. For protecting its security in the Syrian border, as well as for respects for Turkey's interest in Syria.
A complex relationship that needs some
That's
patience
right.
and understanding, it seems. Political analyst Fahrettin Sumer, thanks very much for your time.
Thank you.